It's Gorman in the Morning with Fletcher and Ryder. Now, 92 KQRS.
Gorman in the Morning, Minnesota's 92 KQRS. Good Wednesday morning. It is a good Wednesday morning. I slept great. I had sweet dreams. Thank you very much, Annie Lennox. I'm here alongside Paul Fletcher.
You had sweet dreams, and yesterday I had sweet corn. It was the quintessential Minnesota dinner in summer.
Oh, lovely.
God, it was so good.
Ryder?
I ate too much.
I know it was just a dream. I know I didn't have an anal probe. And I know that I am not under alien control.
August 13th, 1997, the course of television was changed, I believe. It was the very first episode of South Park.
Wow.
Titled something along the lines of Cartman Gets an Anal Probe.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, significant day.
Yes.
I remember very clearly Britt Turner, a dearly departed friend, the drummer and founding member of Blackberry Smoke. 2 days, maybe 3 days after that show debuted, because back then you didn't know about things immediately.
Yes.
I ran into him and he looked at me and he goes, "Dude, did you see South Park?" And I said, "No." And he said, "Dude, come over to my office right now because I have it on VHS." And we watched it, and I sat there, mouth agape, as they say. I'd never seen anything like it.
No.
I can't
And
believe
you still
that was-
haven't.
Yeah, no, that's very true. No, don't even try ripping that off. Absolutely incredible. All right, it is Wednesday, August 13th. Happy anniversary, South Park. Let's feel Minnesota together, shall we, ladies and gents? How about some headlines, Paul Fletcher?
All right. Well, the only thing maybe more Minnesotan than sweet corn in summer is winter. The Farmer's Almanac has released its annual winter forecast, and it calls for very cold and snowy conditions in Minnesota and much of the upper Midwest.
Yeah, bring it on.
The season's coldest temperatures will be found from the northern plains to New England. A significant cold snap in mid-January will keep most shivering. Winter's wrath continues with another pronounced cold spell predicted for mid-February. I mean, in other words, the almanac is basically providing the least shocking forecast of all time by predicting cold temps in the northern United States during winter. But that's not all. They also... the publication, which bases its forecast on the environment, sunspots, motion of the moon, and other variables, says the northern central states like Minnesota are set for a classic winter wonderland. One note, though, Farmer's Almanac's been accurate 2 of the last 6 years. So take it for what it's worth.
Well, did in their last 2 winters, did they use the word balmy ever? Because, if not, then they were definitely off base.
Yeah.
I've been waiting. 23, I loved it. 24 and 25, the winters, not leaving me a little, disappointed. I came to Minnesota to get sick of snow. It hadn't happened yet.
We had less than 30 inches the last 2 winters, and we had 90 in 2023,
I
for
know.
perspective.
Oh, I was keeping count, baby. Trust me on that one.
Yeah,
You were measuring every day?
Yeah, sure.
The snowmobilers and the ice fishers could use a break, and the resorts up north could really use a break, too.
Yep.
So hopefully it is the classic winter wonderland.
Yeah, I welcome it as well. AI startup Perplexity has made an unsolicited $34.5 billion all-cash bid to acquire Google's Chrome browser, which boasts over 3 billion users worldwide. The bid comes as a federal court considers whether to force Google to divest key assets, including Chrome, after ruling last year that the company holds an illegal monopoly in search and digital advertising. A decision on potential remedies is expected this month. Google, which is appealing the ruling, has shown no willingness to sell.
Real quickly, name the company again that made this offer.
Perplexity.
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
Somebody I've never heard of has $34 billion in cash. Good
Right.
to know.
Yeah.
Don't mess with my
Unbelievable.
Chrome. I like my Chrome browser.
I'm with you right there, man.
all I
Safari,
use.
get out of here.
Yeah, it's all I use. First ever AI beef, Grok. The account was briefly suspended on X for saying there was genocide in Gaza. When asked why its account was removed, the AI chatbot wrote the reason, quote, remains unclear. However, in now deleted posts, Grok claimed the suspension was due to comments on Israel and Gaza that violated X's hateful conduct rules. Elon Musk has pushed back on Grok's claims, writing the bot's account removal was, quote, just a dumb error, and adding, quote, that Grok doesn't actually know why it was suspended. Grok actually slammed Musk for censoring me.
This
Maybe
makes my brain hurt.
Yeah.
Didn't X make Grok?
Listen, this is nothing. This is nothing some ketamine wouldn't fix. Just get Grok high as a kite, and we'll all be on the same page.
I just can't believe that Elon Musk is engaged with an AI bot. 1982 Kramer guitar played by Eddie Van Halen with Van Halen and featured in a TV ad will be auctioned off by Sotheby's this fall. If you're trying to picture this thing, it's exactly the guitar you're thinking. It looks just like Frankenstein. The guitar was gifted by Van Halen to his guitar tech, Robin Learin, who later sold it to Mick Mars of Motley Crue, and its current owner remains anonymous. Sotheby's claims the guitar will be publicly displayed for the first time in 40 years, and then the actual auction happens in October, where it's expected to sell for $2 to $3 million. Previous auctions of Eddie's guitars have seen high prices, with one selling in 2023 for $3.9 million. The value of his guitar collection has obviously increased significantly since his death, with previous auctions fetching hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Hey, all respect to Mick Mars, but Eddie Van Halen giving one of his guitars to Mick Mars, it's like Mean Joe Green giving that 10-year-old kid his jersey. It's like, come on.
Well,
really?
he gave it to his guitar tech, and then his guitar tech sold it to Mick.
Yeah, either way, like, oh man, come on. I'm just going for the Motley Crue fans. Relax, he's fine.
Yeah.
They're doing just fine. They're plenty happy. Described as a 10-day-long celebration of automotive excellence. Oh my God, this sounds like heaven on earth to me. The Monterey Car Week is going on in Monterey, California, and there are some ridiculous auctions featuring some of the most expensive and exclusive cars on the planet. Here are just a few of the most insane. There are Ferraris from 1955 to 1993 worth anywhere from $5.5 to $9.5 million. There's a 1935 Mercedes-Benz expected to sell from between $5.5 to $7 million. And the main prize is, it's a mouthful, but it's worth it, a 1961 Ferrari 250 GT SWB California Spider Competition, which looks much like the one you saw in Ferris Bueller. That thing is expected to get in excess of $20 million.
Jeez. Money doesn't mean anything anymore. Money is just a promise from a computer. There's no car worth $20 million.
Well, at least
compute.
If you're going to spend millions of dollars on a car, at least you can get in it and you can drive it fast. If you're spending millions of dollars on Eddie Van Halen's guitar, you're not going to sound like Eddie Van Halen.
It's true. That's true. Although, you know what? This might be surprising. The biggest car nerd of all of us, I actually agree with Ryder. I don't know that any car is worth $20 million. Then again, it's worth its rarity. And somebody willing to pay it, I guess, makes it worth that.
Whatever.
You know?
It's all context.
No, I agree.
Hey, man, 5 seconds ain't long unless you just missed your train by 4 seconds. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah. The band Crowded House wants people to know Neil Finn does not have erectile dysfunction and has never had trouble with erections. This after a fake news report circulated on social media. Fake Neil Finn in the report claimed to have had erectile dysfunction issues and detailed his struggles with it. The incident is part of an AI-generated trend involving music and musicians and faking images and scenarios of well-known artists. The band's statement aims to dispel the false information and highlight the prevalence of AI-generated fake content in the music industry.
Look, I think Crowded House makes great music, but I'm just glad to know Neil Finn's still alive. I mean, hey, that's great, man. Right on, dude.
Really fair point.
Yeah.
The Albuquerque house known as Walter White's home on Breaking Bad is still on the market for nearly $4 million.
Ooh.
And owner Joanne Padilla.
What?
Yeah, and God's sakes, that it's so high or that it's still on the market?
No, it's a shack. It's a little ranch in the middle. It's a middle class at best now by the modern terms neighborhood. There's nothing special about it.
And it's in Albuquerque, so they probably don't even have a freaking basement. That just
true.
bums me out.
$4 million is what they're asking?
$4 million. Would it help you to know that owner Joanne Padilla says the price reflects its pop culture value?
Oh, whatever.
She tells TMZ, we're getting about 300 carloads of people a day. It's not just a house, it's history. The 1,900 square foot, 4-bedroom, 1-bath property has been in her family for decades. Padilla, whose late parents owned the home, said she's open to the buyer turning it into a museum. Quote, fans have wanted that for years, she said. It would be amazing to see it happen. For now, she hopes the sale will allow her to move on while preserving the home's place in television lore.
Okay, a couple things. One, 2
rich.
summers ago, my son and I drove cross country, stopped in Albuquerque for the night, and while we were there, it was like, Hey, let's go see that Breaking Bad house.
Yeah, why not?
At no point thinking, there will be other people there. And as we're driving there, he said, I bet there's going to be a bunch of cars here. As it turned out, no, there was nobody there. We drove up. It was like 6 p.m. on a summer night. The only car on the street. And there's a chain link fence around the entire property. And the owners, several family members, sitting in the front yard in lawn chairs with their phones in their hand. And as soon as we slowed down and we're like, is that it? They jump up, filming us, and they're going, get away from us. Wow. They're yelling at us. We're going to get your license plate. And I'm like, yo, chill out. We didn't even stop the car, and they were harassing us. And I just thought, well, that's not really taking advantage of the property in the way that I would have seen fit.
What year was this about?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. They say they're getting 300 carloads of people a day.
No, not that day.
They should be used to it.
Second point, the Brady Bunch house is in Studio City, California, where the average price per square foot, a little bit more than Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Okay.
That house was sold a couple years ago, and it had been refurbished to match both interior and the exterior of the Brady Bunch house looked just like it does in the show, but the interior was never the same. It was a TV set. However, architects retrofitted, they rebuilt the house so it looks like you see it on the inside. It's the actual Brady Bunch house now. That sold for $3.2 million like 5 years ago. So there's no way the Breaking Bad house is worth $4 if the Brady's only got 3.2. That's all I'm going to say.
I don't disagree.
Maybe if they set up the pizza toss like in the driveway and just let everybody chuck them, that'd be a good way to make money.
That would work. That would work.
And maybe embrace the whole thing a bit more than, scaring people away. It's been on the market for approximately 7 months. And I would just insert, just because people want to drive by the house doesn't mean somebody wants to pay $4 million for it. So maybe calm down.
No question about that. Hey, let's talk sports. The Minnesota Twins, great news last night. Austin Martin led the game off with a single. Top of the first, one man on, no outs.
All right.
And that was it. The Yankees then combined 3 pitchers for a one-hitter. That was it. We led off the game with a hit and never had another one. Aaron Judge, Anthony Volpe, and Giancarlo Stanton, of course, all homered for the Yankees. Can you say 9-1 final score? Oh, boy. So 9 straight to the Yankees overall, 5-31 in the Bronx. Since 2014, they've been outscored 218 to 117 in those games. We just simply cannot beat the Yankees. Earning every bit of his $10 million salary. After the game, manager Baldelli said, hey, we were still in that game until probably the 7th inning. We were 3 bats away. Draw a walk, hit a base hit, get a home run, and the game, hey, man, it's still close.
2 outs on a 7-inning game.
That reminds me of the fact that if I'd been 6'9" my senior year of high school, we absolutely would have beaten Fort Campbell in the districts. Make no mistake about it.
Yeah.
As feared on Saturday, the Vikings announced Rondale Moore has suffered a season-ending knee injury. Now, he's not a guy that's that familiar to Vikings fans. He just came over from Atlanta, but he missed last year for a right knee injury. Now it's his left knee injury. He was injured on his first play of the season, tackled on a punt return from behind. It's heartbreaking. He was a great player at Purdue, a guy that had his legs, had his health maintained. He'd be probably a star player in the league. He really was special. But one thing I just want to suggest: let's stop saying the man's body betrayed him. Football betrayed him. Yeah. It's a meat grinder under the best of circumstances. The average career length in the NFL is 3.3 seasons.
Oh, that's it?
And I know you're thinking, that's just, but kickers and quarterbacks play forever. No, the averaged length of a kicker's career, which is the longest, is 4.8 seasons.
Wow.
Average. Let me tell you, people who last a decade are an anomaly, and Tom Brady is an alien.
Yeah.
Okay?
100%.
Best of luck, Rondale Moore. That is tough. Hey, St. Paul Park. Glad to have you with us this morning.
Yeah.
Hi.
St. Paul Park.
How are we doing?
Lovely place to be, and even better place to be from.
That's right.
I mean, as far as I know.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the morning is back. 92 KQRS.
We all know the joy, the pleasure, the strength, the power of an Irish goodbye, where you just leave.
Yes.
Or at least you may know about it. I don't know how often you practice it.
Sneak on out, I'm
a lifelong practitioner. I mean, if I'm in a room with more than 6 people, at least one of those people before the night was over will say, hey, where'd Steve go? Because 6 is my limit. If it's over 6, I'm not saying goodbye to anybody. I got to get the hell out of there. I've learned a lot about Minnesota in the last almost 3 years, and that's that the Minnesota goodbye is a very real thing.
Yeah.
It's the exact polar opposite of the Irish goodbye. Yeah. It's a whole lot of see you next times and great to see you. And oh, gosh, thanks. And do you want to bring the casserole dish home now or can I wash it and bring it over later? Yeah. That's getting out of a room in Minnesota. And by the way, it's already happening in the future, if you will. A couple of chat GPTs having a conversation the other day. And, well, I mean, you know, we have it right here for you. And even the chat GPT bots, when speaking to each other on the phones, don't quite know how to get out of an engagement.
If you ever need to talk or need more advice, I'm here for you.
I appreciate that. It's always good to have a sounding board. I'll definitely let you know how it goes. Thanks for the support.
Sounds good. Talk to you later. Take care.
You too. Have a great one, and I'll be here whenever you need me.
Thank you. Take care.
You take care too. Talk to you soon.
Bye for now.
Bye for now. Catch you later.
See you later.
See you later. Have a great one.
They don't know how to say goodbye.
That's two phones, chat GPT bots speaking to each other, and they just don't know how to pull the plug.
Yeah. It's, I am a big-time practitioner of the Minnesota goodbye, so I appreciate this very much. Yeah, it's, you know what, it's a problem for me, quite honestly, because I'm a talker. And that's when, for whatever reason, both sides feel like they need to get something in, so it goes on forever, just like that.
I'm just glad that we are going to have a way to defeat the robots. Just make them do customer service.
Yeah.
That's it. Problem solved. We win.
Yeah.
Or get them engaged in a conversation and then walk away, and you'll be saved.
That's what the robots are for, to just deal with each other, and then let us live a life of poetry and hammocks and big sandwiches.
Actually, and I want to point something out really quick. We cut that down a bit. It goes on a good another 15, 20 seconds of them just saying goodbye. It's unbelievable. It's hilarious. They just don't know how to actually hang up.
It's not just Minnesota, for the record. It's the Midwest. I'm from a Michigan family, and the Gormans. Okay. That's where I learned this. You just got to get up and get out. When we all get together, it's the same thing at the end of the night. And what you have is, in our case, a whole bunch of Irish Catholics who love each other to death and can't think of a way to say it until someone's about to leave, and then the panic sets in.
Yes,
and
that's what I'm talking about.
By that time, you got 3-4 hours of cocktails in you, and then it's like, I better just go ahead and say I love you. And then, it's like, sorry. I'm out the side door. I'm going to pretend I'm letting the dog out. I'm letting me out.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And this, and this, and this. Yeah, you just go on and on and on.
Let's talk bathrooms. Let's talk the cleanliness of restrooms. Let's talk how nice a restroom might be. I'm not knocking the restrooms here at KQRS, but I would never think to myself, you know what, I'm going to enter this into a contest for America's best restroom.
I'll knock them. They're not great. They're okay.
I don't know.
They're serviceable, but they're not spectacular.
I don't know. The new hand towel dispensers are pretty nice.
Pretty sweet. Hands-free. Oh, that's right. They're not. But here, listen. But they're clean. That's really what I was getting at. I didn't want it to seem like I was knocking on the people that are keeping those bad boys clean. Sparkly, shiny. Love it in the morning, especially when you get here so early and no one's else had a chance to mess them up. Mm-hmm. Really nice. But however, Minnesota, generally speaking, the land of clean restrooms, apparently. The land of comfortable, roomy, elbow room included restrooms. Mm-hmm. Check this out. Bearhead Lake State Park in Ely, Minnesota is a finalist now in the 2025 America's Best Restroom Contest.
Well, there we go. I'm proud of this.
It's really amazing.
I mean, how nice is that?
I feel like our highway rest stops, and maybe it's just because I have to pee so freaking bad every time I stop, are just amazing. It's like an oasis. Yes, I will take a highway rest stop over stopping at the gas station because I'm not going to load up on snacks at the highway rest stop.
Sure. Yeah. Even if they have the vending machines, it's nowhere near as inviting as just an aisle of crap.
Correct.
That's true. If I'm I try to time my road trips to where I gas and pee is all the same stop. But the truth is, you get into a couple tanks of gas and you're like, by God, I need a rest area. This is disgusting. I can't stand this.
They're up against 8 others, so it's not going to be a cakewalk. I mean, this is serious competition.
If it were a cakewalk, I mean, I'd be even more impressed. A cakewalk in a bathroom, that would be fantastic. You can go to bestrestroom.com if you want to vote. But here, I mean, don't kid yourself. This is not the first time. You guys told me this. The Varsity Theater right around the corner won this bad boy once years ago. Won best restroom in America. What's happening in the Varsity Restroom?
It's well, I mean, it looks like a scene from the real world, is what it looks like. Quite honestly,
too fancy.
Yeah, it's like a jungle.
Yes,
it's like a rainforest or a jungle type of a theme.
And I like going to shows at the Varsity. I think the venue is great, but every time I have to go to the bathroom, I'm like, man, this is going to be an ordeal.
Communal sink.
The communal sink.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can wash your hands with girls and boys. It's crazy talk.
The lighting in the women's stall is not great because they're trying to set a mood.
Yeah. It's like, I don't need a mood. I just need to wipe, you know?
Wow. I mean, that doesn't sound like a good spot for bashful kidneys.
No. Not at all. Not at all.
Okay, let's keep this going. Best restrooms, I'll even take word. What's the nastiest? You ever been into a place where you said, you know what, I'm just going to hold it for as long as it takes because I'm not going in there. 651-989-ROCK. Bearhead Lake State Park in Ely is on the list, the short list of nominees. If you go to the website where you can place a vote, bestrestroom.com/vote, you will read the following. You will see, and by the way, the photos, they do really paint a pretty picture. My God. I mean, this looks pretty spectacular. But I'm reading this. I'm reading their description, and it almost sounds like the same kind of people who write about a good bottle of wine are writing about this bathroom, with hints of lavender and boysenberry. This says, nestled within one of Minnesota's most beloved parks, the restroom and shower building at Bearhead Lake State Park provides more than just function. It offers thoughtful design in a stunning setting.
That's true.
The exterior dishwashing sinks are a camper-friendly touch, providing a convenient space to clean up without trekking back to a waterless site. Surrounded by the serene beauty that earned Bearhead Lake the title of America's favorite state park in 2010, this restroom is proof that practicality and natural beauty can go hand in hand. Now, if that doesn't make you just want to go drop a deuce, I don't know what does.
Right?
That does. I'm starting to loosen up right now just listening to it.
Screw the camper. I'm just going to sleep in the bathroom.
Yeah.
That's exactly
for
right.
Sure.
There's a chain of gas stations across the South working its way into the Midwest. I'm sure it'll get to Minnesota eventually, called Buc-ee's. I'm sure you've heard of Buc-ee's.
Oh, yeah.
The beaver logo. He's the happy, smiling beaver. It makes me want to buy a T-shirt. Never gonna, don't worry. But it's really cute. But the thing about Buc-ee's is they don't allow trucks. Okay, there's number one. No trucks. It's just for people in cars, just for families. Every Buc-ee's has at least 124 gas pumps.
Okay.
I'm not making that up.
That's the real number, 124.
I went to one that had 172.
Ooh.
There's more gas available at Buc-ee's than you can imagine. The store itself is the size of like a Walmart. They have, I'm not making any of this up, but here's the main thing. The bathrooms are cleaned after. There's someone cleaning the stall right after you leave. Every bathroom, you could do yoga in your stall. They're huge and they're incredibly clean.
Wow.
And they smell nice when you walk in.
It's like Disneyland.
It really is. It's Disneyland for the traveling family. And and then the coffee bar. It's crazy. Like it's over the top. And if you stop at a couple, you're like, okay, I get it. But the first time, it truly does smash you in the head, like with a hammer. Like, oh my God, they really got the bathroom thing figured out. And again, as I said, no trucks allowed, so you don't have to worry about Large Marge coming in and stinking up the joint.
Sure.
It's
That's kind of a bummer, though, for the truckers.
Yeah.
Well,
you're not allowed.
They do put Buc-ee's almost always if you get off the interstate and there's like a Love's or there's a truck stop right across the street. Almost always, they're like, okay, people are stopping here. But let's go back to 2016. MSP Airport won this contest. There was one of the I don't know which one. I can't imagine it's like a facility-wide, win.
Probably at a specific gate or something.
MSP won America's Best Bathroom in 2016. And, and that's got nothing to do with Larry Craig. This is way after that.
I've had many people do the Facebook check-in at the Larry Craig Memorial Restroom inside MSP.
Oh, really?
If you know, you know. Yeah, you can do it.
I got it. You know what? I don't know, but I need to. I'm in the airport occasionally, and I have thought of it. I'm like, oh yeah, I got to remember where that was. Okay, so you know where it is. Okay, I got to figure that out.
Yes.
So it is a specific one because Google says it's just all in all the restrooms of the airport.
Oh, okay, great, fantastic.
And they noted softer lighting as one of the reasons.
I do like a soft light when I'm doing the Lord's work. I will say that very much helps.
And mosaic art.
But the Larry Craig, now that's just one specific restroom.
That is
for
a
sure.
very specific restroom. Yeah,
he wasn't out cruising the airport. He just went to the one spot to go.
Yeah,
no, for sure.
Okay, just making sure.
No, for sure.
Wow.
But no, Gayle King, I think, did a thing from the Minneapolis when they won Best Restroom and it was all like, the doors open this way so you can get your luggage in. And they really did think this sucker out. So, props to them.
You haven't really won a Best Restroom award until Gayle King has been there. I mean, that's kind of just a general rule, I think, probably.
We got a little game we call Beat the Jock.
Yeah.
And, oh, baby, we got some callers lined up, ready to rock it. Let's get right to it. Brad from Maple Grove is up first. Brad, good morning, sir.
How's it going?
Going well. Do you want to play Beat the Jock against myself or against Paul Fletcher? It's your choice.
Let's do Paul Fletcher.
Ooh.
All right, Fletcher. You're on the clock, dude.
Yeah.
Headphones off.
All right. So, Brad, your category is going to be current or former game show hosts. You have 20 seconds to name as many current or former game show hosts as you can. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Ready, set, go.
Pat Sajak, Ken Jennings, Steve Harvey, Drew Carey,
10 seconds.
Wayne Brady,
5 seconds.
Howie Mandel, Bob Barker.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 7.
I got 7 too. That's not bad at all.
Man.
All right, Fletcher, headphones back on, bud.
Let's bring out Fletcher to see if he's predicted how well you do. Sorry.
What? Huh?
Sorry,
what are we doing?
Okay.
I can't help but do a Bob Eubanks whenever the opportunity presents
don't
itself.
say that one, man. Okay, all right.
I just took it off the list. Sorry, Fletcher.
Took it off the list. That one's eliminated. Fletcher,
I can't use that one?
No, Fletcher, the category is
Cheating.
current or former game show host. The number you need to beat is 7. You have 20 seconds. Ready, set, go.
Bob Barker, Alex Trebek, Ken Jennings, Drew Carey, Dick Clark, Pat Sajak, Woolery, the Woolery guy, Richard Dawson,
4 seconds.
Ken Ober.
Wow.
I'm not giving you the Woolery guy. And there was another one you
Chuck
just got
Woolery.
the first. Now you said it.
Well, I gave his last name.
Steve, what do you think?
I think you got to go both. I mean, you could.
come on.
I thought you were talking about a woolly mammoth. Ken Ober. I'm just gonna, dude.
Remote control.
Heavy props for that one.
Hey.
Yeah, that was really good.
Dude, Remote Control is a top 5 favorite show for me ever.
4, 5. I got 8 though for Fletcher.
I got 8 for Fletcher too, man. You're winning that round. Bummer there, Brad.
Man.
Sorry, Brad. Well,
Sorry,
I am,
Brad.
but I'm not.
Well played. Fletcher had it in for you today. All right, let's go on then. Luke from Waconia. Luke, are you with us?
Yes, I am.
All right, brother. Looks like you're going to compete against me for this round.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and remove my headphones, and then you guys let Luke know what we're doing.
Okay. All right, Luke, ready? Here we go. Your category is brands of toilet paper. We need you to name as many brands of toilet paper as you can in 20 seconds. Are you ready, bud?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, ready, set, go.
Charmin Ultra, Angel Soft, Scott, Quilted Northern, Cottonelle, 7th Generation, that stuff from Target.
7 seconds.
Dude wipes, I'm going to say.
Okay.
That single-ply stuff from every public bathroom we've ever been in.
I'm going to give you that one, too. Steve, headphones back on.
Oh, I love that he threw out dude wipes. Oh, God, we're doing it all over the place. All right, you know what? Was Steve back yet?
Yeah.
Steve, are you there?
Back.
I'm here.
All right. I think I got it in before he was there.
Yeah. What did you get? 8?
I got 8.
I got 8 too. Okay,
Yeah.
Steve, the number you have to beat is 8. And the category is brands of toilet paper.
Oof.
Ready, set.
8?
8?
Yeah.
Yes. Ready, set, go.
Charmin. Oh, for God's sakes. Angel something.
Yeah.
Scott.
Yeah. 10 seconds.
This is ridiculous. I just go with Charmin. Dude wipes. I know that one.
Okay.
There's more than one Charmin, so we'll give him 2 Charmins, and he still only has 5.
Yeah. Boom.
Sam got 8. Who knows 8 toilet paper brands?
I don't know if there are more than 8.
Does. But
What's
you're
that?
going to Farm Aid, man.
I mean, in
Hey,
fair,
that's amazing.
yes,
That
well
is
done,
amazing.
well done. In fairness, he said every single ply you've ever had in a bad gas station, something like that, and Ryder gave that one to him. So
That was his last. That was just gravy on the potatoes.
You know
right
what?
there.
It was points for creativity. So.
Congratulations to Luke, and my sincere apologies for the IBS you're clearly struggling with throughout life. All right, are we gonna just? So I just got my ass kicked yet again. We're not keeping a long. Unbelievable. Fair enough. All right, Luke's going to Farm Aid.
Yes.
I got to go study up on my. I got to go study
You
up
didn't
on my
get
toilet
quilted
paper
northern?
brands.
Come on.
Oh, for God's sakes. That's always the quilted northern that gets in the way. I was getting the old yearly physical, so I had a bunch of blood drawn yesterday from the nurse, Tabitha, lovely gal. We had a nice chat as she was jabbing and poking and sucking blood from my veins. Happy to say all the blood work came back very, very healthy.
There we go.
That's good.
You got some numbers you want to brag about?
No, but they're all good. They're all in that green zone.
Okay, good.
You know, everything, I just look at the chart. I'm like, good. I get excited.
Mm-hmm.
But at no point did I ever actually believe 100% that Tabitha was a real nurse. I now think every nurse I'm ever going to see, I'm going to go, I wonder if she's like that Autumn gal, that Autumn lady. I don't mean a woman from the fall. I mean a woman named Artem Bardisa was just arrested at her home in Palm Coast, Florida. Reason being, over the last 7 months, she's been working at a hospital as a nurse. She's treated 4,500 different people. In 7 months.
Yeah.
Drawing blood, administering medications, starting IV lines, was offered a promotion at the start of the year. That's the kind of work she's been providing.
Damn.
Great nursing.
Good for her.
Only problem is she's not a nurse.
What?
She had an expired certified nursing assistant license. She never passed an actual licensing exam, and she had been using the license number of another nurse with the same first name, Autumn.
Wow.
Very crafty.
That takes cojones.
So she's been arrested 7 counts of practicing a healthcare profession without a license, 7 counts of fraudulent use of personal identification information. She was also, of course, wearing blue medical scrubs. I'll tell you what, she treated 4,500 patients. I'd say give her 4,500 counts. I think
that's fair.
Give her 4,500 more patients. Clearly, she's doing a good job. I am all about. We work in an industry where it's all about on-the-job training. There's no real school for this. It's like you got to get in there and get dirty. Clearly, she did it. It seems to be working okay. Let her keep rolling.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say we work in an industry where clearly no one told the truth to get these jobs. I thought that's where you were going with this.
That's fair. I think if you catch her early on right away and you say you don't have a license, you can't do this, then you have a... But I'm kind of with Ryder. I can't believe I'm saying this because I'm a rule follower and I believe in doing things the right way, but... My God, 4,500 patients or close to it, whatever, and up for a promotion. She's clearly doing something right.
Yeah, I know, but I get a little squirrely when it comes down to the... look, I didn't lie to get started in my radio career, but I could say I did talk my way into it, by which I mean I might have said I'd done a little more than I had. I might have said I actually got that broadcasting degree.
Oh, you lied about that?
No, I just didn't correct the guy when he said, "Oh, you got a broadcasting degree," and I went, "Yeah, I was a broadcasting student." It was one of those.
Okay.
Wow.
Hey, I didn't lie. Well, you know what? I mean, the first band I ever joined, the real simple phone call, hey, you're drumming now, right? And I said, all the time. I didn't define my version of what all the time was. I was already in the band before I bought my first ever drum kit. Look, fake it till you make it. That's what I'm saying.
All right,
but then again, I'm not putting people's health into the, it's my own mental health to be in a band and then do radio. But I mean, that's the only thing I'm risking. Wow, Ryder's giving me that. The look on Ryder's face, she's like, I don't even know who you are anymore. Man, I hate to let you down. Anybody ever not fudge not work the corners? Did you ever bold-faced lie to get your job? That's what I want to know. Did you ever get caught at work for having maybe not been entirely truthful? 651-989-ROCK. Got a few more cases to share with you after the break. 651-989-ROCK.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the morning is back. 92 KQRS.
Gorman in the morning, 92 KQRS. Have you ever lied to get a gig? I mean, once you're in the job, oh, God, everything's a lie. But did you ever lie to get into the job? That's the question, 651-989-ROCK. I don't remember lying on a job application. I did lie, as it turned out, about actually wanting the job because I just slipped right through my first day once.
Absolutely.
Never even reported. I was fired before I'd worked a minute.
That'll happen, though. You're young.
I was young and I had my health. What did I want with a job?
Sure.
Correct.
As the old line says. So what? Nothing. No. Never a moment when you just fudged the facts a little. Paul Fletcher. Never once you looked someone in the eye and said, "I'm going to tell this person something that's not true in order to get gainful employment."
You know what? Not that I can recall. I've kind of been a rule follower my whole life. I'm a nerd that way, and I can't think of one. I'm sure I've probably had a little fib here and there, but I don't recall it like off the top of my head.
No, it's not. That's not being a nerd. That's called wanting to be able to sleep at night. Trust me.
All right, fair enough. Then why can't I sleep at night then?
Well, that's a whole different set of circumstances.
Hey, we got a great text from Mary on the nurse situation though. She's got a great approach. She said, "Have Autumn test out and certify her." How about that? I mean, that's an interesting take.
Autumn is the woman we were just discussing, a nurse in Florida who turned out not to be a nurse. They didn't find out until she had already treated 4,500 patients, drawing blood, setting up IVs, administering medication. A woman who I would imagine does have a gift for the gig, but she didn't want to go through all those pesky tests. Yeah. all that annoying certification, all the hoops she had to jump through. So she's looking at some serious jail time right now. They called it one of the most disturbing cases of medical fraud they've ever investigated. I would submit that there's no case of medical fraud that isn't disturbing. Just going to throw that out there.
Yes.
All right?
Yeah.
But there can be different degrees of disturbing,
Well, if your name is Mom and you're medically fraudulent with how much you tell your kid Neosporin can fix things, okay, that's not a lawsuit. That's just called growing up Gorman.
That's a white lie.
If you're treating strangers, patients who expect a little bit of professionalism, there are stories. What's that whole show? What's the show with Meghan Markle was on, the lawyer show that now it's back with Suits.
Yes.
That entire show, correct me if I'm wrong, the entire construct is a guy doesn't actually have a law degree and he becomes a high-priced fancy lawyer.
We're going to have to roll with you on that because I've never seen the show.
That's what happened. Yes. Like the show starts with like the smartest guy in the world, like a Goodwill Hunting type of dude.
Okay.
He doesn't have a law degree, but he is hired and becomes an incredibly successful lawyer. And the whole thing is, are they going to find out or not? I mean, that's my understanding of the show Suits. And so I think to myself, like, yeah, that would be kind of crazy, but it seems kind of believable. And it is believable because a few years ago, a gentleman in Kenya is a former British colony. I just learned a lot about Kenya because my daughter just went there for a job this summer. And I've learned a whole lot about Kenya. Kenya is the kind of place where it's probably the most developed Eastern African nation. It's not probably, it far and away is. It's a former British colony. If you see a courtroom scene in Kenya, the barristers, the judges still wear like those white wigs like they used to in the old days.
Yeah.
It looks like an English courtroom.
Okay.
And a lawyer was arrested a few years ago because he wasn't a lawyer However, in the cases he had been involved with, he was 26-0.
Well,
he handled 26 cases as a man practicing law, and it was all a masquerade. 26-0, and somebody was like, wait a minute. You're not even an actual lawyer. And to that, I would say, well, my man should be. Like the text said about the nurse, well, then send that guy to law school and get his ass back in court because he knows what he's doing. 26-0 is not a bad record last time I checked.
That's pretty good. The Twins could use a little of that versus the Yankees, I think, maybe.
I'm just going to share one text from Red. Does it count if you fib when you're pursuing the job of husband? That's got to be one of the jobs with the highest expectations ever. Oh boy, but you know what? That's the subject of my next book. But details on that later. There's a gentleman in Suffolk County, that's out on Long Island, off the coast of New York City. Gentleman named Edward Romaine, who probably wants to fly away himself. He was getting all fired up. He's talking about America's 250th birthday celebrations next year. But I remember the 200th like it was yesterday, the summer of 76. Good God almighty. And he was so excited about the celebrations they're planning that he just went straight XXX. Check out this guy.
It's going to be a gangbang like you have never seen. We're going to send off the rockets. We're going to enjoy our independence. Thank you.
Wow. It's going to be a gangbang like you've never seen.
Okay.
What is happening?
Outstanding.
Steve, correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know the East Coast all that well, but Long Island, you think they would know a term like gangbang, right?
Yeah, Long Island.
Not only do they know the term, trust me, it's not going to be unlike anything they've ever seen, because everybody out there is gangbanging all the time. That's where they invented it. That used to be the slogan, Long Island, home of the gangbang. Yes. You know, it reminds me, and I've said this to, I've heard myself say this more times than I can count. Guys, there's no I in gangbang. You know.
No. Checking the spelling right now. There is no I in gangbang.
There's no I in gangbang. Remember, this is a team effort.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's not unusual. A lot of politicians put their feet in their mouths all the time. I mean, I just think about Reagan famously when he was in Berlin and he's like, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this beast with the two backs. And everybody's like, whoa, what the hell's he talking about? Remember that?
Yeah, that's word for word. Exactly what he said.
I mean, it was like,
very famous
Ronnie,
quote.
Yeah. Ronnie, buddy. 77 years ago, our fathers brought forth upon this continent a new nation conceived by the bumping of uglies. And then people are like, Mr. Lincoln, whoa, way off base, buddy.
This ain't a gangbang, Mr. Lincoln. We're not ready for that yet.
And the best part about this, by the way, is just the guy's accent. And it's gonna be a gangbang. It sounds like a Jerky Boys outtake.
Can we hear it one more time?
It's gonna be a gangbang like you have never seen. We're going to send off the rockets. We're going to enjoy our independence.
Enjoying our independence.
We're going to enjoy
the thrill, like the chuckle under the words bang. It's going to be a gangbang. Like he's like, I'm so excited, I can't stand it. The only thing we have to fear is batter dipping the corn dog. What? What are you talking about?
You think there were bets between him and his staff if he could work gangbang into the speech?
Ooh,
what? That's actually pretty hot right there. That's probably why he laughed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? If that turned out to be true, I don't live in Suffolk County, but that guy would have my vote for the rest of my life.
Yes.
That is one way to sway the Gorman vote is be that kind of guy.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the morning is back. 92 KQRS.
Gorman in the morning, Minnesota's 92 KQRS. Peter Gabriel, Salisbury Hill right there.
Yeah.
Wrote that song about his decision to leave Genesis. That's what he was referring to in some of the lyrics. To keep in silence, I resigned. My friends would think I was a nut, turning water into wine. Open doors would soon be shut. Going on about, feeling a part of the scenery. I walked right out of the machinery. It was literally what he's writing about.
Really?
I don't think he needed to worry about it too much. He was always going to be okay. And in fact, about 9 years after that song came out, he released a little number called Sledgehammer.
Oh.
It went to number 1 in the U.S. And what did it knock out of number 1? Invisible Touch by Genesis.
Ah.
There we go.
Don't sweat it, Pete. It's all going to be okay, buddy. And it just reminded me, if you're a prog rock fan, if you're into the prog rock, say Genesis, for example.
Okay.
There's a band playing at Crooners Friday night. They're called Those Medley Kids. It's a bunch of local musicians who, during the pandemic, they started jamming on Zoom. It looked like the Brady Bunch screen, a bunch of musicians all live jamming.
Yeah.
They were living kind of scattered all over, and a whole bunch of them have all come back home to Minneapolis. They're playing a gig, and they do self-arranged medleys by Genesis, Yes, Rush, King Crimson, and they're all outstanding players. It's called Those Medley Kids. But Friday night, they're going to honor the Genesis classic, The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, 50th anniversary. They're playing side one in its entirety, and then some other great stuff. It's just for the prog rockers out there. Those Medley Kids, a tremendous band at Crooners. That's Friday night. Just thought I'd throw that out there for the proggers out there.
That sounds cool. And you said the Zoom thing looked like a Brady Bunch. They don't do the Brady Bunch theme, right?
They're not doing that. No,
that'd be cool. A prog version of that would be cool.
Well, you know what? I bet, Facebook request. Go for it. Let's see what happens.
Sounds like a nightmare to me.
Sounds like a cool show, though.
It could be cool, but check them out if you're into that kind of stuff. Which one of you sent this?
It's awful. Wasn't me.
Okay. Here's the last word for today. Boy, this isn't where I thought I was going to close the show. A letter from the Polad family just posted to Twins social media.
Yeah.
For more than 4 decades, our family's had the privilege of owning the Minnesota Twins. The franchise has become a part of our family story, as it has for our employees, our players, community, Twins fans everywhere. Over the past several months, we explored a wide range of potential investment and ownership opportunities. Our focus throughout has been what's best for the future of the Twins. Wait for it. After a detailed and robust process, our family will remain the principal owner of the Minnesota Twins.
Oh, no. Oh, jeez.
Oh,
that's what I got for you.
My word.
Fletcher said something great that can't be repeated on the air.
Yeah, man.
I think that was the universal feeling from everyone.
We're not making this up. The Polads have decided not to smell. I almost said not to sell. Boy, this is going to be a lot to process.
I'm trying to hold on to a tiny bit of hope. It just says, it does say, we are in the process of adding 2 significant limited partnership groups. I mean, their track record speaks for itself.
Mean?
It doesn't, it hopefully means that it'll add spending, but I mean, they have so much money. They're sitting on so much profit on this machine.
No, it means more of the same. Man, that is a drag. Let's move on, shall we?
Listen,
what's coming?
I do want to say Target Field is a beautiful place, and I still plan to hang out there a couple of times this summer. It's a good thing I won't have to watch any baseball.
Hey, my colorful
focus on the beer.
My colorful language in the text thread that we have is because I want them to be great. It's not because I hate the team. You know what I mean? So I'm with you. Like it is a great place to hang out. And God, we've had some phenomenal memories with this team.
Yeah.
It's just, I want to win the freaking thing again. That's all.
I know. I think that you have probably the most popular sentiment in the metro area right now.
Wish we could repeat it.
On this show, after a sleepless night, we're going to play a game we call Rank You Very Much. That's a Thursday tradition around these parts. But more importantly, what's coming up next, Paul Fletcher?
Grass snowmobile racing. You want to go see that? I got a 4-pack of tickets for that. Commercial free around 11:45. And you know what? I'm going to play a Petty song that has become kind of a thing again, thanks to Happy Gilmore, too.
Gorman in the Morning is also Gorman on the go. Get the 92 KQRS app and stream live or catch the Gorman in the Morning podcast anytime. 92 KQRS.